Okay, this is the video I've been avoiding. Today I'm breaking down my real debt numbers, every loan, every credit card, every overdue bill. It's uncomfortable, but it's my first step to becoming debt-free in 2025. So thank you for being here and welcome to NZ Money Mum. So first things first, this is my vision journal. I made this on Canva real quick. I found some really inspirational photos and things that I am working towards, and I decided that I'd love to just make my journal aesthetically attractive to my eyes. So I went with these images, and I also created this tracker to help me just, keep track of all my debts in logical order for myself. So I'm just going to get right into it, starting from the very top. My Afterpay account. That balance is sitting at $1,300, and I'd like to set a target amount that I'd like to put towards each of my bills each week, or the minimum. For Afterpay, it's $50, and this week I paid $50 towards that. It doesn't have any interest accruing on this Afterpay account, so that leaves me with $1,250 at the end of the week. Now, the next one is Collection House, which is an old loan that went to collections. Long story short, I had taken out a personal loan and I had gone to study. I couldn't maintain the repayments because I was now on a student allowance. So that ended up going to Collection House, and I can't even remember what the balance was, but this was from years and years ago. The current balance now, though, is $2,230. The minimum weekly repayment is $20. And this week, I put $230 towards that. There's no interest that's charged on this account. So my balance now for this account is $2,000 as of this week. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that because paying off this collection account is a priority to me. It's actually one of the bills that I need to pay off to help me be okay to take the next step in my financial journey, which is to get a mortgage. So banks don't look too fondly on like collection debts, and it can affect your ability to get lending. So I really want to pay that one off first. Okay, on to my third debt. This is an MSD debt that I'm still paying off. And I think this was I remember one thing was my son's bed. I think something was for repairs, maybe dental work. This was from years ago as well when I was getting assistance and had to pay this money back. $3,620 is what the current balance is for that. And I paid it back at $10 a week, which is what I paid towards it this week. There's no interest on this account, so my balance is $3,610 left to pay on this, so really happy about that. All right, the next two on my list are for my childcare arrears accounts for both my kids. Each of them have the first one is $2,600, and it's $100 per week that I pay, and I paid $100 this week, so that balance is $2,500. The second childcare arrears account is $2,500, and I also pay $100 towards this. And if you know, the childcare in New Zealand is something else. So this their accounts accumulated, and then I had to keep up with paying it whilst trying to pay down the debt. They don't attend kindy anymore, so now I just pay the arrears owing. I'm really grateful to the kindy for just being able to allow me to still send my girls there whilst, their account was in such high arrears, but also for allowing me to pay it off after they've no longer attended. So I'm really paying this diligently, and I really want to get these two accounts out of the way. So that second account is now $2,400. So yeah, really happy about that. I will have this all paid off within the next 6 months. That's the goal. Well, the goal is to pay everything off within 12 months, but these two specific accounts at $100 a week should be paid off in 26 weeks. So that's 6 months. So yeah. Now my sixth debt account is my ANZ credit card. That is currently sitting at $4,590, and I pay that off at a monthly amount. I can't remember what this month's rate was, but I paid $90 towards this week. However, some of the deductions, the subscriptions that I just signed up for, so for like Canva, were taken out of my credit card. I didn't realize that's what was linked to my phone. But yeah, I think about $79.99 was deducted from my credit card, and that was for some subscriptions that I just signed up for. So even though I put $90 towards that total balance, I also had $80 taken for the subscriptions. So that balance is not gone down by much this week. So it's currently sitting at $4,579.99. We'll get there. This one does have interest, but that's okay. I'm trying to go from the top of my debt list down. So snowball method, sort of. But yeah, now for my last debt account. Oh my gosh, this helicopter. 1 second. Right, so maybe they found the person they were looking for. So back to this last debt account. It is a Harmony loan, and the current balance on that account is $41,742.86. Oh my gosh, who even was I to take that much money out? I don't even know what I used it for. I know, I'm not asking for sympathy. I am just, yes, big question marks on my forehead right now. The minimum monthly repayment is $1,007.02. I haven't put anything towards that yet, but I will. So my total debt balance as of the beginning of this week was $58,582.86. And I paid a total of $580 this week from my pay towards my debts. And now that leaves me now with a balance of $58,082.85. So that's where we're ending this week off at. So yeah. Thank you guys for being here and for hopefully keeping me accountable as I share my debt payoff journey with you all. I am a little bit overwhelmed, but I know that I need to make sure that somebody keeps me accountable too. I know that I'm going to be able to pay this all off, but I aim to pay this off within the next 12 months. So I will also be sharing what I am going to be doing to increase my income, reduce my expenses, my savings journey, and also, so much more. I hope that if you're on the same journey and looking at paying off your debt, that we can do this together. So if you want to, don't forget to comment, like, or subscribe. Actually, do comment, like, and subscribe because it helps me to be able to build my channel. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to just go ahead and cut out this tracker and stick it into my book. Just make it a little bit tidier. Voila. So thank you so much, everybody, for being here and for joining me today. I really appreciate your views and your engagement. Hope to see you on the next video. Have a great day. Bye.